Hey everybody, it's Angie from Trips with Angie, and I am getting ready to head to Port Canaveral to board the Carnival Magic. And I want to take you through that process. So first, let's start with what we had to do before we got to the actual port. So as soon as we made our reservation, we were asked to go to carnival.com and attest to our vaccination status. So we had to go in and say that we would be fully vaccinated by the time the ship sailed, because if you're not fully vaccinated, you do need to apply for an exemption. Then we were able to check in online. For Platinum, Diamond, and Suite guests, the online check-in opened 16 days prior to departure. For all other guests, it opened 14 days prior to departure. This enabled us to pick a port arrival time, which then assigned a boarding group. That will come up at the port. Then about 3 days prior to departure, we had to take a COVID test, antigen or PCR. We chose antigen. And then 72 hours prior to departure, the health assessment online opened up. But I do want to say a little bit more about the COVID test. So when you get your COVID test results, you just want to double check to make sure it has everything Carnival will be looking for at the port. It has to have your first and last name, and that must match what is on your Carnival reservation, your date of birth, the type of test, the date and time the sample was taken, that indeed your results were negative or not detected, and your testing site details. And finally, as you head to the port, you want to make sure you have all of your documents, your passport or your immigration documents, which could be a birth certificate and photo ID, your boarding pass. You can screenshot this on your phone. You know I like to print it out. Same with your COVID test results. You can bring it via a screenshot or printed. Your luggage tags, you do have to print, and your vaccination card. It has to be your original vaccination document, no copies. All right, well, that's the details, and we will now head to the port. I'll meet you there. We dropped off our luggage with luggage tags attached at 11:04. Then we headed to parkings to the left. It took us about 5 minutes to walk from where we parked to where the entrance was. So we went into the on-time arrivals because our online check-in was complete. We're also vaccinated, and we had done the health questionnaire. Then we checked in. They reviewed the health questionnaire. We had to present our COVID tests, vaccine cards, and passports. Then we headed to the normal security, where you go through the metal detector. Then after that, at 11:18, we were in line to do the passport check. That took about 6 minutes. By 11:25 a.m., all the boarding groups had been called and we were allowed to go on board. They had a facial recognition program. We stopped there at 11:29, and then we were on board by 11:35. So much fun to walk on board after being away for so long. We headed straight to our muster station, A3. We were there by 11:37, did our check-in, watched them put on their life preserver, and I had a drink in my hand by 11:44.